Are we on?
Yes.
Okay, alright. We're gonna talk about Tesla stock today. So, what is your opinion about Tesla as of this weekend of August 23rd, 2020?
I'm not usually allowed to have an opinion.
Okay, alright. Well, I think Tesla is headed to $3,500 a share. My best guess is over the next 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay, and what makes you think that?
Okay, first of all, Tesla has been an outstanding performer. It is reminding me of Qualcomm in 1999 or Taser in 2004. It's got all the qualities of a super high beta momentum stock. And the stock has gone from a low of $176.99, which it made back in I think June of 2019 to a high of close to $2,100 a share. Now, typically, when big movers like Tesla make those kinds of enormous moves, then they don't stop. They make at least a round number advance. So, usually, they may go up 10 times, or they may go up 15 times, or 20 times. So my assumption is that Tesla could easily become a $650 billion company before it tops in the current run. That gives me a price target of 3,500.
Okay, and what are you comparing it to?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the Tesla's rally back in 2013 and early 2014, and the current rally is a whole lot more stronger than the 2013 rally. So remember,
So,
yeah.
if last night we were talking about the contrast between Tesla and I believe it was Amazon, and we were trying to time where that might be. So, eh, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, well, Tesla is a whole lot more powerful than Amazon has been.
It's a
Now
broad
the
statement.
huh?
I said that's a broad statement.
Yeah, but I'm talking in recent times. Now, if you go back in 1997, 1998, then yes, Amazon was a super strong stock, and Tesla is similar to Amazon's move back in 1997 slash 1998. That is not to
What do you think the driving force behind that would be, though? Historically, like what was going on at that time that would be comparable to today?
well, back in 1997
I
you
was pretty young at that time. You weren't.
How old were you in 19? Well, let's not go there. Okay, all right. So you had like the beginnings of dot com mania, dot com bubble. You didn't know that until you were in 1999.
Right. But right now, we can realize that we're in, like, okay, at that time, there was events that people didn't realize they were happening. We're talking like pre Y2K, all of that. Right now, there's a good idea of what's going on. We can literally see that there's a crisis amongst us and that it is sort of dictating and changing the trajectory of human psychology and what is going to happen. It's quite a bit different.
So you are a brilliant psychoanalyst, and today I don't go into details, but today you came up with an extremely convincing hypothesis of the underlying driving forces behind this current rally in Tesla shares. So, would you care to share it with the viewers?
My toilet paper analogy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sure, why
All
not?
right. So I have a feeling that we're moving at. I was telling him that we really don't want to compare charts to what took place at. If you want to compare what was going on in a different time period to today, it's not realistic because we're moving at a pace that is exponentially faster than what would have been the case years ago. The reason is that we have an unprecedented event or an outlier, what I call the wild card to today. So, for instance, in years past, we had events that we didn't realize that those events were going on or that they could move things until after they already took place. Right now, people are literally watching panic unfold. They're seeing it. And so people tend to respond to panic in one of three ways. We all know this. It doesn't take someone in our field to know that. And
What are those three ways?
Flight, fight, or freeze. So that's going to be the case whether we're talking about the stock market or we're talking about something as simple as toilet paper. So this is such a basic and simple thing that could be easily applied to everything else. We all look at the whole situation where everyone was running out of toilet paper and we think that's ridiculous. I mean, why were people running around in response to this pandemic and buying up all the toilet paper, right? I mean, they got it in their head that there wasn't going to be any.
Scarcity value.
Yeah, so they decided we're going to go and we're going to buy it and it's going to be impossible to get, and you couldn't find it. I mean, it's on the shelf. People were even, the price of toilet paper skyrocketed, and then if you wanted anything decent, let alone you couldn't find it.
So applying it to Tesla, how do you apply it to Tesla stock
So in the
price?
sense of what I'm saying is that, so people they're buying it out of fear, right? So buying. Then at the same point, it's like that's kind of a fight mode. We're going to buy. But then once you didn't need it anymore, it was a quick, we don't need it. We're not worried about it. And then there was a surplus. So the same psychology, I mean, is going on right now. We're seeing in real estate, houses are going up for sale everywhere. But then on the other token, you have all these people that are buying them up. So that's the people's idea to either flee, just get out. What I think is going to happen with this situation is that you've got so many people right now investing that would otherwise not invest.
Right.
Every day we're meeting young people who have these Robinhood accounts and they're buying and they're saying, oh yeah, I'm playing Tesla.
Which is great.
I mean, I think they're posers, but that's my opinion.
I mean, I think that's great. I mean, they're gonna end up losing money, but I mean, it's better than not.
Okay, well, I mean, it
getting
is
started.
what it is. But my thing is that you've got all these kids, and not just kids. I mean, other people. So everyone is working from home. They're working virtually, so they've got more time. They're able to, look at things more, and they're also scared. I mean, they don't know if they're going to have a job or not going to have a job. So the stock market seems like a good idea. But you've got them, they're all buying up this stock, and it gives them sort of a sense of belonging. They're very quickly buying, so they think, okay, this is going to be the next Apple, or it's going to be the next Amazon, or maybe it is. It's a cult stock, but it's giving them a sense of belonging, and they're seeing it go up and up and up. And right now, that gives them a sense of security in an unstable situation. But once it hits rapid pace and we see it go really, really high, on the same token, you're going to see people jump out because, one, they're not used to having that kind of money, and they're not they don't have a lot of security from other things that they normally would, like their jobs or even being able to go out and do things. So it gives them, they've gotten it. They think, oh, it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to hold on to that. What if there's another scarcity, or, the job market starts to fail again? What if we all get sent home from COVID? I need this to support my family, or I need this to pay for college, or whatever else. And they're going to start selling off, and much quicker than you would. So that's my hypothesis. I don't think you can compare right now what's going on with Tesla to anything else, because it's not like anything else.
No, I disagree. I mean, I totally agree with your psychoanalysis. and you are a brilliant psychoanalyst, and I think that's amazing. I disagree in the sense that, I mean, this has happened for centuries. So you had like tulip mania, you had Bitcoin in 2017, and Bitcoin like
Yeah,
went
but
up like crazy.
you did, but didn't have you didn't have the you didn't have the wild card of coronavirus. And as annoying as coronavirus is, you can't state that it hasn't changed human behavior because it's
Yeah.
unprecedented. Secondly, you have the wild card of Elon Musk. The guy is a wild card. He is not a typical CEO. We've had this conversation. The guy is not strictly invested on the day-to-day finances of the company. That's not what drives him. The guy wants basic creative control of the company, of what EV as a movement is doing, versus, someone who is strictly business oriented and trying to meet goals. I don't think the guy could tell you a quote unquote business plan or what that is.
I mean, we are huge fans of Elon Musk. I mean,
Right.
are we not? I mean,
Right,
I
we
mean,
are,
don't
but
we
I'm
have,
saying
how many
it's
Teslas do we have?
three.
Three,
But it's
okay.
and Cybertruck's on the way, hopefully
Right,
soon.
right.
But it's a wild card nonetheless.
Right.
You can't predict what the guy is going to do or his behavior or even what he's going to tweet. Similar to my husband. So I mean, hard as I try to censor half of the things that get done. But I mean, that's a wild card. And so, I mean, you can predict that he is going to be unpredictable.
Okay,
but outside of that.
Okay, let me be the devil's advocate. So the guys who actually move.
This is interesting only to us, I'm sure.
Okay, the guys and gals who move the stock market are not like Robinhood traders. I mean, Robinhood traders.
Are they not though right now? Okay, maybe not. You're thinking old school, so you're thinking like the Ron Barons of.
Not even Ron Baron.
Okay,
I mean,
whoever, but you're thinking that those people, nobody cares anymore. Those guys are not driving the bus anymore.
Oh yes, they are. I mean, institutions. I mean, you need to be like deep pocketed institutions.
But
So
when you've got a bunch of people that are all moving, there, how many movements are there right now that are taking on a life of their own?
That's
I mean, look at the other things. So are we going to say the other, like, have you ever seen the kind of movements we've seen with this virus or the kind of movement we're seeing right now with Black Lives Matters? Like, there are so many. I don't know that that's our culture anymore, that literally is what's driving.
So
I don't know that.
the bottom line is, why should people listen to us?
I don't know that they should. I mean,
Okay,
we can charge our standard rate if you want to, but usually, we get paid to listen. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but why should they listen to us? Don't make up your own mind. But I do think that, I mean, we're successful. We're doing well. So, I mean, it's not just in the market. I mean, in our business life, which, is our private life. But, I mean, where we got to where we're at today by thinking outside the box. And I think, and literally outside the box. I mean, we try to expand, whether we're looking at a chart or we're doing whatever, and we try to predict what's going to happen. Where are those outliers, like in life? And and you do that on technical analysis, and I just nod and pretend like I
mean, technically,
see the moving averages or whatever.
I mean, technically, Tesla looks really, really good. I don't want to get ahead of myself and start predicting what I pretty much believe is going to happen.
Historically, you've been right. Now,
Yeah.
timing wise, the thing that we talked about today was, I don't think, and this is where I was saying, I don't think we can compare this to the daily charts of the past. So my hypothesis was, since we are moving much faster because of all the events and the things that are happening, and I think Tesla is moving much quicker than it would have without. I do think the virus has caused it to go faster than it would have. And
compression, compression.
And then transportation now.
Yeah.
We talked about how there was a movement away from air travel. People aren't doing it. So travel by car has become much more important. You've got the flights are a pain in the neck right now. You can't even fly without, in some cases,
you think we're gonna have a second wave of corona hit later in the fall or something?
I mean, it's possible. Do I think that should stop anybody from doing what they're going to do? No. Will it? Yes.
I mean, we went to the movies yesterday, to a movie theater.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah, it was a bad. It was what, a Russell Crowe movie? Unhinged. Yeah, I mean.
So what was that guy's problem? He wasn't driving a Tesla. And if he had been, then maybe he could have been stopped sooner. Like, just stop the car.
If the other woman was driving a Tesla, then he would not have caught up with her. Well, I don't know. It was LA traffic or something. So
it was a bad movie. But anyway, so I do think that has caused Tesla to become more important right now because we're dependent more so on car travel. And it's also made people potentially made them more interested in being more conscious of the environment. And
I think it's a great thing. I mean, whatever happening is great. I mean, we are avid supporters of Tesla, and I'm a huge Tesla bull. I mean, I've been a Tesla bull, been trading it since 2014, so like 6 years, and we made quite a bit of money in that. So yeah.
What I think though is that we should compare right now the daily, if we were going to contrast it to weekly charts of prior times. And that's kind of what we talked about. Now, I don't pretend to know what I'm talking about when it comes to charts.
You're not a chartist, but you're a brilliant psychoanalyst, and that's
what I do know is human behavior. And within, some, I do think that people are acting out of fear right now, and so that's a dangerous.
Okay, I mean, the fear of missing out, basically. What kind
of fear? Fear of and a fear of the unknown. They're acting as if, okay, we've got to buy, we've got to have some control. I don't know what's going to happen with my job. I don't know what's going to happen with my family or my safety. But if I can, but there's a reasonable chance that Tesla is going to go up right now. So everyone's saying that. So if I buy in, the same as people are investing in vaccine stocks right now. They think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So from a fundamental standpoint, I mean, I've seen so many YouTube videos and everybody knows it. So it's like a 5-to-1, 1-to-5 stock split coming up.
Right.
And then, one could make an argument that, it's definitely going to run into August 31st. Historically, sometimes, actually quite a few times, stock.
Wait, so it's not a guarantee that it's splitting on 31st?
No, of course it is splitting on 31st, but the run-up.
Oh.
The run-up leading to the...
But I think there's going to be a free fall after that. Because
I
that's where we disagree. So we'll see. But I hope we don't have to, because, I hope that I'm wrong. Because if I'm not and we don't sell on time, then
let's not talk about selling. This video is not about selling.
I
don't want to focus on. We'll make a video about selling after we sell. So it's like we are getting way ahead of yourself. But
eventually we'll have to, and then buy in again.
Yeah.
That's thing.
This is so you cannot sell Tesla in good conscience before it is included in S&P 500 and probably before the battery day. So I don't think Tesla is likely to top for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and I've got several technical and fundamental reasons to support that.
Which we might need to do on another video, because we're running at 20 minutes now.
Okay, alright.
So I don't know who.
Alright, well,
if you made it this far, then
we'll do more
You'll
videos.
probably be with us long term, but if you didn't, then
So
you already sold it.
So my opinion is Tesla is headed to $3,500, and I've got really good reasons to believe that. But that's the way we are betting.
I think it will, but then I think it's going to quickly fall.
You are.
It's not gonna find support there.
Well, we'll see.
I think
All right.
it'll find support around 2600.
Okay. All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.